Be me. 2 years ago. Living with a relative at the time as I was homeless after my landlady kicked me and the other tenants out because she was afraid we'd give her kids Rona. Illegal as fuck? Yes. Did she care? No. Did I try to fight the eviction in court? Didn't see the point. The house is about 40 minutes from a wildlife preserve, so the backyard leads to some woods. Sitting out on the back deck of the house around early May, kung flu restrictions be damned. It's about 1800 hours exact when I start hearing my uncle. It's odd since I hadn't thought he was out in the woods. My uncle is asking for my help. He implied that he was wounded or something from how he sounded. Utterly confused because I thought he was almost definitely inside. Decide to go in, ask for help from his kid's mother, never married so, not my aunt by any stretch. Stop dead in my tracks when I see my uncle, all okay right on the couch in the living room from the room where the back porch door leads to. Asks me why I look like a dork who forgot his man purse at home. Ask him if he was outside any amount of time earlier. Says no, because he didn't want his neighbor snitching to police that quarantine in the neighborhood was being broken. The police in my state actively encourage that. I go back down to the basement where I crashed. Start hearing my uncle scream for help from outside, seeming more frantic now. Take a good look at the one window that peers outside and cover it up with clothes. Move myself over to the nearest corner as I continue to hear my uncle being perfectly imitated. Sit in corner, frozen in complete fear as I begin hearing tapping on that window, the sound of his voice still as intense. Force my eyes shut and wait exactly an hour before it stops. The walls are very thin in the house, so I can hear it when the frantic screaming continues. Now this person copying my uncle is banging on the garage door with all their might. This goes on for 4 hours. Be me, 2 days ago. Not feeling 100%, coming down with a head cold all day. Finally hits before bed. Headache. Stuffy. Very tired but can't sleep. Feels badman. Just lay there for hours trying to drift away. Light nausea passing up and down my body. Kinda enjoyed the sensation, like I was riding a wave. Start to find some kind of rest. After some time, I notice my body and surroundings have melted away. I feel like a little seed, a spark of consciousness divorced from time-space. For some reason this is normal, expected even. I had no body, it seemed I was just energy. I never felt so naked in my life, it was awesome. A sudden wave of nausea brings me to wake. I wake a strange sensation, that of a bubble, two-tiered bubble all around me. It feels almost like a big elastic band or balloon extending from my body. And I can feel it, like I can feel my hand. For some reason again, it was completely normal. Spend time shifting between states, from just being a seed to being a person inside my bubble and back again. I other had dreams but can't remember. Wake up and remember, draw pickerel. Last night. Lucid dreaming. Sunny day, coffee with old friends. Flying over grassy hills. Colorful, emotional, realistic. Don't think to exert control over dream. Becoming easier to slip into the state. Lately I keep having dreams that are almost instructional in metaphysics. Anyone else? What the fuck is going on? I did once have a glitch in the Matrix type situation with a car on a country road near my home, if that counts as spooky. Be me. Driving on a country road late at night, heading to pick up a friend from a bar. Round a bend on the road onto a reasonably long straight. Ahead, just before the next bend is a stopped car. Nothing around, no real reason to be stopped there. Either a breakdown or the farmer is checking something in his field. Either way, not stopping, I like my internal organs the way they are. Get closer and closer, still no movement. Get ready to pull out and overtake, slow down just enough for it to be safe. As I'm pulling out to overtake, the car takes off. Sort of. It didn't take off and get speed super fast. It just wasn't moving, and then it was all of a sudden. Think video game lag. Vanishes around the next bend at stupid speed. Don't see it when I get to the village up ahead, not surprising considering the speed it took off at. Not super exciting, and probably not spooky, but I was shook. I had this kind of spooky story. Be me camping with friend. Be blasting Fallout music. Shoot some trees with our air gun. Fun. Just before we were going to sleep. Hear this eerie humanish scream. Sounded like if a woman was imitating some wild animal. I grabbed a gun. Probably just a fox or something lol. But no. We hear movement all around us. The scream starts to come from different directions. The animal must be incredibly fast. The sound stops. Nothing. Kind of creepy. Maybe it was a cryptid. Don't know of any Finnish cryptids though. What is the scariest or weirdest experience you've had? I'll start. Be me. 3 years ago one summer. Live in the middle of nowhere, house surrounded by fields surrounded by forest. In my room at 2 a.m., windows open because of the heat. Take the headphones off to scratch my ears. Literally hear this outside https://www.youtube.com/watch?b=sh2-p8hg5-e and ab_channel=spacerip. Noise relocates from somewhere in the forest to above the fucking house. Frozen with fear, primal instincts take over. Run out of the room. Swear I could have seen something in the windows. Hide in a dark laundry room. Remember returning to my room and falling asleep. Few days pass. Notice 3 small dots on my hand, shaped like a triangle. They disappear within a week. Be me, maybe 15 or so year old kid late at night playing with a blowgun. Shooting darts out my bedroom window across the driveway into the fence. Run out of darts, go retrieve them, and repeat a couple of times. Run out again, go down to retrieve my darts again. Something's different this time, hard to tell what's off. Stand still and listen. Sounds like an animal running down the alley at full speed, maybe a big dog or something. I'm scared of dogs a bit at the time, feel like if I turn around it's going to come jumping over the fence and bite me. Stand there paralyzed with a handful of blowgun darts, think if it comes near me, I'll stab it with the darts to defend myself. Sounds get louder, closer, louder, closer. Louder, closer. The sound went from being maybe a dog to something that had to be as big as a fucking horse. The sound runs right fucking through the fence gate and down the driveway, like 2 feet away from me, a rush of wind hits me. As it's going by I track right where the sound is, but don't see a thing. As it turns out, there was a warehouse fire back in ye olden times in that town, which ended up killing the entire fire department and a good number of their horses. Be me. Living in 1-bedroom apartment. Sleep on couch because no money for an actual bed. Work night shift, don't get home till 2 in the morning most nights. Fall asleep. Wake up, but not. What I mean by this is my body won't move, nor will my eyelids open for me when I try. Feel this sense of impending dread, like something is about to happen. Fight like hell to force my body to move. Hear what sounds like footsteps on the back porch since that was closest to my bedroom. Feeling of dread continues. Get this sensation someone or multiple people are watching me. Eventually manage to force my legs and arms to move, eyelids forcibly open. No one, as expected but can't shrug off the bad vibes. Sleep paralysis? Abduction by ease? Demonic attack? Be me. On a field survey in the Philippines. Collecting beetles with a grad student. Seemed kinda boring, was actually boring, but the pay was good, and we got to go out there at night, where you can see the stars. It's Kino F. Grad student was afraid of the surveying rice paddies dark, she was 4'11", very skinny, so it kinda made sense, pay was good. One night she told me she'll survey areas near the buildings, so I got left alone in the middle of the field. Shit was cash at first, lots of species I normally can't see at daylight. For some reason the wind smelled wrong? We set up light traps, so you can see a little big mistake. Some sort of shape is approaching the light, no movement in the paddy water. Fuckicantron.gg. It stopped then hovered around the area, as if it didn't want to show its true shape. It stayed there for like an hour, then left. Booked it to the nearest building I can find, found the grad student fucking about, and told her I need to take a shit. Her face when I told her that really sold me on that entity's existence, as if she knew what was in that field. She told me to hurry up and look out for a dog with white face. As we went back to collect our traps in the OD, after I shit I think I saw a dog in the distance. It caused dark as fuck, so it stuck to me, why I can see its white face grinning. Be me. Be 9 years old. Philosophically gifted savant. World makes perfect sense. Spend rest of life trying to be dumb. Works until 27 years old. Grow weary of life having long ago mastered it. Anon, you're depressed, schizo, trans, gay, pedo, anxious, poor, rich, no emotions, too many emotions. Clear to me no one knows. Make a perfect metaphor for existence. Now 32. IC 141, perfect philosophy. It learns passively and exponentially. Humanity ascended. Simple as.